Ever since I left the city, you got exactly what you asked for. Running out of pages on your passport. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me home.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I'm wearing the same thing and same makeup from my last video, and that video was doing the TikTok hack. So I have my makeup here, so I'll put the link up here of that video just in case you did not see it. But today is a story time. So if you guys didn't see my H&M story time, I'll also link that up here. So you guys can go ahead and click on that and see my story time of H&M of my worst interview. So now with this video, this is going to be my worst interview with Chewy. Now guys, this is horrendous. This is the worst, I think, story ever, and it's very embarrassing. Okay, so this story, this time I researched. After my H&M experience, I thought I would just go ahead and research the actual location. So when I researched it and how the interview would go, I read a lot about it. It seemed like there's gonna be like 3 different parts of this interview. So the first interview, you see, when I was reading about it, it didn't tell me how the 3 interviews were planned out. They kind of just said it's going to be 3 different interviews and then that's it. It didn't really explain to me what those 3 different interviews really did, like what they were about. Was I going to be meeting with different people? What was I going to be doing? Like, it just didn't explain. It just said there's 3 parts to this interview. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. It's not really telling me anything. So in my mind, I'm guessing that I was gonna meet with 3 different people, like maybe different managers and maybe a store manager, something like that. I was very wrong. So, guys, this is how the interview went down. So I applied online for this job, and I think I applied on Indeed. I think it was. I'm not too sure, but I think it was Indeed. And I applied on there, and then the next day I got an interview to come in. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Went to the interview. The place is pretty big. Like, there's a lot of people coming in and out with like dogs and stuff like that. It seemed like a really cool place to work. So I really don't want to mess this up, okay? Like, I was like, yeah, I want to bring my Boppy, my little dog Boppy, to work with me. Like, you know, that seems really cool. Seems like a fun job. Seems like this is gonna be super easy. Just gotta meet with people and that's it. Just make them love me. So, oh, and mind you, I looked up a lot about this place. Like, I looked about like what year they started like doing all this extra, like when they actually started the business. I looked up who was the founder. I looked up all this stuff just so I was prepared for the questions, just in case. So the interview goes, this man greets me and he's like, all right, hi Tiffany. I said, hey, what's up? No, I didn't say hey, what's up, but I said, hey, you know, really professional, looking profesh. So yeah, so anyways, it's time for the interview. So during this interview, I was feeling, like I said, really positive. I was just answering his questions, same thing as my H&M one. I thought I was doing really good. So he's asking me just normal questions, where I used to work before, what am I doing good in, like, how do I feel about customer service, just all these questions. Nothing really about the job specifically, just more about like me, my background. So I was like, all right, cool, that was, you know, good. So then the second part of the interview, well, he actually told me, so I thought I was gonna meet with someone new, but the second part of the interview, he just told me, he's like, hey, so now it's going to be like an online assessment. And I'm like, online assessment? What? 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 I was like, okay, online assessment, all right, whatever, okay, like, I could do this. So I'm thinking this is when I'm gonna have to put all the things that I looked up to work. He puts me on this online thing. He tells me what to do, but guys, mind you, I'm nervous now because I'm like, online assessment, I'm still pretty nervous. Like, when I get really nervous, I forget everything. I blank out. I'm not thinking straight, okay? I'm not thinking straight at all. So I don't, like, I forget my name. It's just that bad. Like, I forget everything. Anyways, so just keep that in mind while I'm doing this assessment, that I'm forgetting everything about myself. So I'm like doing this assessment. He's telling me how to do it, and I'm just like listening, and I'm forgetting everything he's saying. But I'm like, okay, cool. I definitely got this. So I'm doing the assessment and they're asking me like mathematical questions, I feel like they're asking me scientific questions. I don't even remember the questions, but I just remember feeling that way, and I was just like, what is this? Like, what is this? Why am I doing all this work? And I'm just like, I can't. And then there were some that I had to type. Like, it wasn't no A and B, C, D questions. It was the, you gotta type them down, okay? So I'm like, damn, I really have to explain myself on these questions. And I'm just like, I don't even remember the questions, but just know I was not feeling it. I was really bad. I was just like putting anything on there. So that was part 2. So I did not feel confident after that. I did not feel confident at all. Anyways, for the next part, okay, wait, how did it go? Oh yeah, so then after that was done, he came back in. He's like, all right, guys, so now it's time for your third part. And I'm like, the third part? I'm like, there's another one. I'm like, I'm not gonna meet with nobody. Like, what's gonna happen now? So he's just like, all right, so now it's gonna be the phone interview. And I said, phone interview? Like, what in my mind? I'm thinking phone interview? And he's like, yeah, phone interview. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like on the outside, I'm like, oh yeah, phone interview. Yeah, I'm ready. But really, I'm like, oh my god, phone interview. Like, dang, like all this for a job. Like, it's just too much. Okay, it's too much. Like I said, I forget everything about myself. Like, I'm just highly nervous. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get this job. Like, I know I'm not. Like. And then he even assured me, he's like, it's gonna be super easy, don't even worry. Like, people always get nervous, but it's super easy. So that kind of calmed me down. Not really, but it kind of did. Like, kinda did, okay? So what happens next is, oh my god. Guys, what happens next? I just want you guys to know to not think differently of me once I'm done telling the story. Like, please do not think differently of me, because I am just as embarrassed. I am so embarrassed of this part, but let me stop rambling. Let me just go straight to it. Alright guys, so the third part of this interview is talking on the phone. So I'm supposed to be selling to this lady, okay? So this lady's gonna call in, all this stuff. Yeah, the beginning of the call, it started off okay. Like, it started off pretty okay, but mind you, I'm really nervous. Like, I'm really nervous about this part. So I'm answering the call and I'm trying to just take a deep breath and focus on the questions that she's asking me. So what the fuck? So I'm trying to focus on what she's asking me. When I tell you guys, she's, you know what? This is how it goes. The lady tells me, hey, can you bring up this dog food? And I said, okay, let's go ahead and bring it up. She tells me the name of it. I go ahead and I pull it up. You know, everything is pretty running smoothly. It's not as bad as I was thinking, but it's running a little smoothly. So then, this is the really bad part, guys. Once I pull up that dog food, she starts asking me about the dog food. So she tells me, is there salmon in the dog food? Is there this, is there that? And then she tells me, what are the sizes for the dog food? I'm gonna just show you how it went down. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, so can you tell me the sizes for the dog food?
Yeah, that's no problem. It's 6 lillibus, 8 lillibus, and 10 lillibus. 6 lillibus, 8 lillibus, and 10 lillibus.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Guys, when I tell you, I told this lady 6 lillibus, 3 lillibus, 10 lillibus. I couldn't think of the word pounds. So I was just like, I don't know what to say. I am so embarrassed of that. I really just wanted to get up and leave. Like, I really just wanted to leave. Like, I wanted everyone to just leave me alone and let me leave. Like, I want this man to just come back. Because the thing is that, okay, it's like a walk of shame. So the moment if I walk, because I was thinking about it, like if I walk out right now, like I would have. They're like doing the interview on the other side, so they're calling me from the other side, and the guy who's interviewing me is also in that room. So like they're just both listening to me and probably like, the fuck, like, and I'm just like not prepared for the humiliation right now. Like I just want to go home, okay? I don't want to talk about this ever again. So I'm just like, I can't walk out. Like it's just too much. I'm just gonna let him come back in here and just tell me I didn't get the job. Yeah, that doesn't work out like that. So once the guy comes back in, like he's just like really serious. Like I don't think he liked me after that. Like he was really serious. Like I was just like then he starts asking me extra questions, right? So I'm like, if it's not bad enough that you're already not gonna hire me, just why are you asking me all these questions? That's just how I was thinking. But then he asks me this really retarded question that I'm just like, what do you want me to say to this? The man literally tells me, he's like, okay, what did he say? What did he say? I forgot. Oh yeah, he said, if Chewy were to hire you, if we were to hire you, and then another company were to hire you, and we pay the same, which one would you choose? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna Chewy? Like that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like I'm just like Chewy, but really, like I'm just like what comes out is Chewy. Like I would choose Chewy, and then he's like, why would you choose Chewy? And I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Like if you want, like I don't know. Like, but I'm telling the man, I'm like, because I like dogs. Like I like
dogs. Like, I like freaking dogs. I don't know. I like animals. I don't know. I just need a job, man. They're gonna give it to me or not. Like,
Jesus Christ, this was just an interview. Hell, like I was just like not with it no more. Like I was just like I was done. I'm over it. Just take me out, please, man. Just let me go. Like finish this damn interview. Like that was just the dumbest question. And then he asked me another question. This was about, he's like, okay, because I guess Chewy's like really about like helping their customers, which is a great thing, but like you expect people to think out of the box when I've never thought out of the box when it comes to certain things. Like I don't know what your policies are. I don't know how you guys work with things, but he was just like, oh, if there's an old lady and she can't get to her porch, and the UPS guy like left it on the sidewalk for her and it's snowing, like the worst scenario. He was like, and it's snowing and she can't get there because she's in a wheelchair. So now this old lady is in a wheelchair and it's snowing and she can't get to her package. What do you do? And in my mind I'm like, I'm all the way and I'm like, where does she live? Does she live near us? Well, it doesn't snow here in Florida, so you want me to go fly to wherever she is and pick up that package for her and bring it to her doorstep? Like, what do you want me to do? Oh, I'm sorry, not bring it to her doorstep, but bring it directly inside of her house for her. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. So I'm just like, call her up, like tell her to call her family. I don't know. Like I just don't tell her to call her family. And I'm hoping that's the right answer, but he's just like, no, you just call the mailman and tell him to bring it over there if he can. Like, I guess you could do that, but I just don't think these were the best questions to ask. Like, seriously, I just don't think. And like, if you heard the way I talked on the phone, then you should know that this is just, I'm not that smart right now. Like, don't ask me these questions. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys can come up with a better answer. But mine were so bad, I can't. Ugh, the story time is over. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this story time. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you can be notified on the next time I post.